Jotine media reporting on the 2022 from 2012 range of Olympians per state, where the state of Vermont was way out in front. And so, we're reaching out to folks in Alaska, Colorado, Utah, Minnesota, New Hampshire, who, are in second through fifth place to enter the new bracket in the Governor Hunger Games. The Governor Hunger Games are a way for governors to compete in interesting ways that increase governor tenure. American governors have really been decimated by the kind of politics that we've seen in the last 8 years or so, evidenced by the fact that, by our count, there's not a single United States governor that's been in office over 10 years, which is really outrageous when you look at 50 whole states. And so we want to be able to offer a governor Hunger Games where there's a path for a governor to survive, to make it. And so this measure of the number of Olympians per million residents is one of the ways for a governor to show their contributions, because there are very clear things such as diagnosis, patient compliance for Olympic hopefuls, which really can be useful in moving those numbers. I was an Olympic hopeful as a teenager, where I happen to have had a wrongly diagnosed sports hernia, which is one of those things that you'll find in your data, is that there's teenagers that would make it to the Olympics if their hernias were found in time. And so those are the sort of things that we want to work with you governors on to help move your numbers and advance the American Olympic movement, not just across America, but right specifically in your state, so you can show your contributions as part of the Governor Hunger Games. The second sort of thing is that out of Vermont, Alaska, Colorado, Utah, Minnesota, New Hampshire, now all of 5 of those states had at least one rural hospital closed since 2006. And out of the 180 hospitals that have closed in rural settings since 2006 all over America, not one of them has reopened in an attempt to do anything in sports medicine, anything in the Olympic movement. And so we wanted to, again, as part of the Governor Hunger Games, challenge each other to reopen those facilities in the sports medicine tradition, in the Olympic tradition, with an attempt to increase human ability in a way that's meaningful, helps give you some increase in possibility of increasing your tenure as governor, and again, in a way that is fun, interesting for voters to elevate, the discussion that we're having in America as part of what it is to be a United States governor. Because we think that we have great governors in America. We think that governors have struggled to prove that to their electorate. And we know that there's very clear ways that we can do that by cooperating on health care issues.